4 points after 2 rounds and still at the top of the table may not be too bad for the England team. However, with a billion-pound squad and high expectations before this year's tournament, the Three Lions' lackluster and disjointed play since the match against Serbia, and especially the 1-1 draw with Denmark last night, has caused great disappointment among fans. Right under the post on the England team's official page on social media X after the match, many supporters left comments expressing clear anger. Firing Southgate in the middle of the tournament is really disappointing. This is the worst England team I've seen in the last 5 years. Not letting Phil Foden play is a betrayal to football. The match against Denmark seemed like a familiar scenario for Gareth Southgate's England since the opening game of Euro 2024. They took a 1-0 lead and then retreated defensively, allowing their opponents back into the game. In the clash with Serbia, the Three Lions were lucky to hold on to their lead, but the Danish dynamite managed to earn a point and almost plunged England deeper into despair. England had a decent start and took the lead in the 18th minute thanks to captain Harry Kane. After that, they didn't create much danger for the opposing goal. From that point on, Denmark played increasingly well, taking control and equalizing deservedly through Morten Hjulmand after 34 minutes. It can be seen that in both Euro matches, England scored early. Usually, a goal breaking the deadlock in the first 20 minutes is expected to ease the tension and create a foundation for building a positive play for the rest of the match. However, instead, England reacted to these early goals with slow passing, conservative defense, and almost abandoning the attack for the remainder of the first half. After the equalizer, England seemed to have problems in every position. In midfield, Declan Rice and Trent Alexander-Arnold were pushed deep towards their penalty area. Ahead, Jude Bellingham, Phil Foden, and even Harry Kane were stepping on each other's toes. The Three Lions played disjointedly and lacked clear ideas. Even after making changes in the second half, whether in midfield or replacing all 3 attackers, there was no improvement in Gareth Southgate's side's play. One reason people continuously criticize Southgate is that England has been unable to control matches even against weaker opponents. The inability to take control even when leading only increases frustration and disappointment. When asked specifically if he instructed the team to sit back when leading, Southgate replied, "No, I think we played against teams with very flexible back 3 defenders, and it's not easy to press them. But we certainly have to do that better than in the last game. That's part of the problem, but not keeping the ball is also an important reason." If Southgate says he doesn't instruct the team to sit back after taking the lead, it's because England lost control in the central area, which raises many questions. Because the land of the Three Lions is not lacking in talented midfielders. Former England star Michael Owen also admitted about the imbalance in the midfield. Kane's goal seemed to ignite the Danish players. They lost their fear and started attacking, and England couldn't keep up. They couldn't hold the ball, couldn't press, and looked disjointed in midfield. That's the cause of the problem. We were lucky to escape and get a point. Is England in good form? No, they're not playing well. One of the issues has been in Alexander-Arnold's position. Clearly, Trent's strength lies in his incisive and risky passes, but that seems to be all he offers. Under Southgate, no player has created more chances, with 3 or made more passes breaking the opponent's defense in the final third, with 5 for England against Germany and Denmark compared to the Liverpool player, although he was substituted in the 54th minute. However, Trent doesn't bring effective control. He's not good in duels, controlling the tempo, or linking up with teammates. This not only causes the midfield to play poorly, but also disconnects the midfield and defense. Roy Keane bluntly commented that he isn't capable enough, while Thierry Henry said on ITV, "I think he should move further forward." Jamie Carragher noted, "Lack of communication is causing England problems when Denmark has the ball." But after all, such midfield problems only make fans shake their heads in disappointment at Southgate's comments after the match. He talked about the midfield options with Calvin Phillips or Jordan Henderson. "We know it's an experiment, and we don't have a ready replacement for Jude Bellingham. Fans from the Three Lions homeland had very negative reactions to Southgate's answer. Calvin Phillips, a player struggling to find a contract, what is he talking about? Conor Gallagher and James Maddison are on the bench doing what? He says they are testing new things, but keeps the same lineup from the classic match. The most pitiful is probably Phil Foden, who continues to sit and watch his teammates play without any reason for being on the bench. Even journalist Piers Morgan spoke out, asking what the hell is going on by giving him a tiny chance. Two journalists from The Sun, Pat Power, questioned what Phil Foden had done to upset Gareth Southgate. Playing football with finesse? Even Domino's Pizza UK posted a chaotic pizzeria image, saying that's what would happen if Southgate ran their restaurant chain. It's a disaster. Unbelievable. People thought it was just the first match, but now everyone understands that no coach would lead a £1.5 billion squad to play so boringly. England, how can you escape this paper maze? But what will Southgate do now? Clearly, he still has quality players, but the remaining time is not much to make changes. Let's wait and see if England can wake up after two poor matches, or will continue to plunge fans into deep disappointment.